तो उसमें काफी सारे उन्होंने गुड प्रैक्टिसेस उस एक्ट में इम्प्लीमेंट किए। तो ब्रॉडली इसको हम इस 5 पिलर से हम देख रहे थे। Nowadays we are talking about ease of doing business, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया का भी रैंकिंग है, राइट? कैसे हम ये रैंकिंग करें, तो that now applicable to cooperatives also. So how we can have a reforms in the act so that our ranking as far as cooperatives concerned वो भी बढ़ जाए, right? Electoral management and electoral reforms. So these are community-led enterprises. So we need to have some kind of a mechanism wherein जो leadership है वो rotate. Unfortunately, over the years, इसमें election नहीं होता है, right? तो वो भी एक that is not good sign actually. This is what yesterday I mentioned. There is no any succession plan. You pick up any cooperative society, उसमें succession plan है ही नहीं, right? Then transparency and accountability. Serious issue. Today's youth will not come to this model until unless we see no this system is very transparent, right? Otherwise, he will be happy in the startup actually. Though he is having business with the cooperative FPO as a clientele group, he will use these enterprises, but he will be happy with that LLP or OPC, whatever, private company. Professionalism, of course, yes, as I mentioned, nepotism. It is good, but at the same time we need to be more focus on the right man, right position, with the right skill sets. So how we can ensure to act, and progressive role of our government should not be a kind of restrictive, though there are provisions related to that, right? But yes, the answer to this actually is more on the training of these guys. Unfortunately, there is a vacancy as I mentioned. Plus, there is no any proper mechanism. Though Amnicom mandated for the training of these RCS and cooperative department, but all the years because of human resource challenge and the lack of expertise in the cooperative law, I think last 2 or 3 decades onwards, there is no any program as such on the regulators basically, right? So probably because of that is also one of the key reasons. Because of if I'm not aware of the provisions, so I'm basically restricting myself also and then to the users also, to the cooperative societies also. No, you can't do this. But I'm not going in detailing of whether what act says, as I mentioned, as far as the business is concerned, right? क्या हम एक society दूसरे state में जाके business कर सकते हैं? You will be surprised. We used to undertake the training program for our the faculty of our state cooperative union and KCPC also. There is utter confusion with the area of operation itself, right? That's the actually scenario, right? So that's how it is actually. So anyway, so the progressive role of government, I think slowly, it will be addressed because immediately we cannot, force state government and then this regulator, you do this, you do that. So it is going more upon the central government, the Ministry of Cooperation is playing more of a facilitative role, right? So ease of doing business. So the registration. So registration in 9 states we have online facility. But in online how it is? So they fill the application form, they will take a printout, they will sign, scan and upload. What is the use of that? Right? Again file movement ho hi rahi hai. Right? So then address how they have address now is to CRCS, they made it completely online. You just type central register of society, you will get the link. So online registration, online compliance, and there are different modules, right? So that they can apply for different features, different provisions for amendment also. So now what they have planned, they have come up with the central sponsored scheme, right? Wherein central has some share, state has some share. Now all the cooperation department are being digitized. And it will be linked with the CRCS, right? So the operational part, the regulation, the monitoring of the multi-state cooperative society can be done through the RCS also. As of now, RC is also not bothered, and that's how, as I mentioned, multi-state cooperative societies were completely freed up before this ministry, completely free bird before this ministry. But now, yes, soon there will be a going to change as far as this digitization is concerned and all of this stuff, transparency. You see, in the private, once I register, even if it is OPC or private limited company, within the 7 days I am getting settled, right? So So whatever estimate I am making for developing the business plan, it is all are relevant. But in our case, it is also mandatory. Yesterday you must have, you had a lecture on that, right? Business opportunity registration. So in cooperative also you need to give a business plan. It's not a charity organization. You need to have a business plan, right? The kind of estimate we are taking, right? And then registration time is 30 to 120 days. So 1 quarter gone. By that 1 quarter, market is, we have a very stiff competition. पता चला मैं जिस business model में काम कर रहा हूँ उसमें already 2 player आ गए. So the very purpose or my estimate and then my service gap में जो जिस local में identify कर रहा हूँ, वहाँ पे already 2 competitors आ गए, right? My very purpose of existing my वो थोड़ा सा dilute. So इसलिए हमें registration period का quick redressal चाहिए. इसलिए काफी कुछ उस पे जिसमें का initiative already किया था. Right? तो वुमेन रिजर्वेशंस वगैरह वो भी सारे फैसिलिटीज है. There is a mention और एक बार ऑनलाइन और क्विक डिस्पोजल ऑफ एप्लीकेशन हो जाएगा तो प्रोविजनल रजिस्ट्रेशन ऐसा कोई प्रोविजन की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी. तो अभी प्रोविजनल रजिस्ट्रेशन एक गुजरात उड़ीसा में है. मिसेज दैट मैंने एप्लीकेशन किया तो अगर कोई एप्लीकेशन में डॉक्यूमेंट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू इफ देयर इज नो मिस्टेक देन देयर इज अ मिस्टेक इन द केस ऑफ बायलॉ. जनरली बायलॉज में ये होता है. बायलॉ जो होता है bylaws is miniature of your cooperative society. It's a rules and regulation. So generally problem यहाँ पे आता है कि जो objects होते हैं, objects में हम क्या करेंगे, what is our business model, वो हम mention करते हैं. What kind of services we are going to provide to our members. And वहाँ पे मैं क्या करूँगा, मेरा dairy cooperative society, for example, best to understand actually. And then वहाँ पे मैं किसी objects में लिखूँगा कि the deposit. The moment I say deposit, that means I am also going for the credit business also. I am going to take a deposit from the members and all. Right? So वहाँ पे contradict होगा. If your very purpose of your business model is dairy cooperative, dairy with value chain, and then you are going for the credit also, that is not acceptable. If you want to do it, no problem. But then you need to change the very purpose of the objective and the type of society as a multi-purpose cooperative. In multi-purpose cooperative society, you can have any number of objects. You can mention anything in that case, right? So that's all.
Deemed to registered here.
Yeah. So deemed to be registered का ये है, yeah. Deemed to be registered. If I suppose submitted the application, then post that period, if you did not get any communication from the RCS, whether it is acceptance or rejection, then it is deemed to be accepted.
30 days.
Your proposal is accepted. हाँ, whatever the states, ये range जो मैंने दिया है. ये स्टेट टू स्टेट वैरी होता है इसलिए मैंने किसी स्टेट में 30 है किसी स्टेट में 120. तो रेंज वैरीज बिटवीन 30 टू 120 डेज अक्रॉस द इंडिया. तो जैसे ही वो पीरियड लैप्स हो जाता है देन बाय डिफॉल्ट. बट नाउ व्हेन वी हैव नाउ फंडामेंटल राइट वेल इन प्लेस, जिसमें कल कहा फंडामेंटल राइट है, तो अभी कोई भी हमें एप्लीकेशन हमारा रिजेक्ट नहीं कर सकता विदाउट एनी रीजन. देयर शुड बी अ वैलिड रीजन, राइट? बिकॉज़ ऐसे भी केसेस हुए हैं. Why we have only so-called agri-allied sector में cooperatives? Why can't we have other transport में and then service sector में? कर्नाटका के 1-2 केसेस हैं, केरला कर्नाटका एंड देन नॉर्थ के 1-2 केसेस हैं, राइट? जहाँ पे कुछ यूथ्स ने काफी बढ़िया मॉडल लेके आए थे सर्विस इंडस्ट्री में, ट्रांसपोर्ट में. तो गवर्नमेंट थोड़ा सा उसको रेस्ट्रिक्शन कर रहे थे, किसी का 1-2 लाइसेंस कैंसिल कर लिया उनका, राइट? तो अब जाके ये सारे माल प्रैक्टिस बंद हो जाएगा बिकॉज ऑफ दिस नाउ fundamental right will in place. Deemed to be अंडमान निकोबार में deemed to be refused, but ये अभी nullify हो जाएगा because now constitutional fundamental right will overrule this thing. So they have to now change this. अगर उनके एक्ट में ये मेंशन है कि अगर ये पीरियड लैप्स हो जाता है तो मानो कि ये एप्लीकेशन एक्सेप्टेड नहीं, पर अभी ऐसा नहीं चलेगा because now it is fundamental right. So they need to change this now to it, and that is how the uniformity which I mentioned yesterday. Whatever the discrepancy is there, now every state has to overcome their discrepancy. Already as I mentioned, the government of India, Minister of Cooperation, they have issued an advisory kind of thing to all these states. You study the multi-state cooperative society, you study their provisions, and then accordingly, if you feel so, try to change your provisions.
And sir, now they are more accommodative. They are allowing any kind of dispute.
Yeah, of course.
Redressal is there.
Of course. I'll just tell you the best part of, you may be also wondering, sir, this is the state subject. how basically now Ministry of Cooperation is basically venturing in this kind of critical areas, right? Because already we have a case of 97 Constitutional Amendment Act, which Supreme Court denied in 2022. There is a case, there is a very good example. Example is PAX model, which tomorrow we'll discuss in detail. So PAX का model bylaws बनाने का क्या जरूरी था? Because as I mentioned, PAX is fundamental agriculture business. Agriculture development scenario completely changed. और पैक्स को ऑलरेडी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया सब लोग 1937 से कमिटीज के रिकमेंडेशंस थे कि पैक्स शुड एक्ट एज अ मल्टीपर्पज इंस्टीट्यूशन। फार्मर्स का क्रेडिट रिक्वायरमेंट सिर्फ नहीं है ना, जो भी वो प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं उसको भी मार्केटिंग करने के लिए उनको आगे आना चाहिए, वैल्यूएशन से आगे आना चाहिए। बट बिकॉज ऑफ लैक ऑफ कंड्यूसिव इकोसिस्टम वो हो नहीं रहा था। देन गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया केम विद दिस एनपीसी एक्ट, दैट्स द रीजन बेसिकली। सो वी कैन डिस्कस इन डिटेल इन दैट। But now, when ministry came, they come up with this model, PAX model, with the discussion with all the states, and that PAX model which provides more than 30 plus business activity which PAX can do, right? What are those? We'll discuss tomorrow. Which PAX can do, that has been now accepted by all the states. So this itself shows that if government of India play a kind of that torch bearer role, you see agriculture is also state subject. Despite the fact we have the entire mechanism, we have central sector scheme, we have central sponsored scheme. So I don't think so that when there is a, when government of India, Minister of Cooperation, when they will, have some kind of intervention which has implications for the people of India, irrespective of state, right? Then definitely state government will not, oppose that.
The classical case of Sahara problem.
Yeah, Sahara also. You see,